again.
Yeah,
So
thanks a lot.
okay.
We are all here now.
Okay, so I got the impression you wanted to talk a little bit about some of the other programs. So I think content publication, was that the first one you wanted to look at?
Yeah.
So let's just take down that one. So, okay, so here's that one. I just picked. You know, you have many to choose from. You want to look at some specific one, or it doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter actually.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
so basically here you can you know, you can search here
Yeah.
with maybe you use it also in your other.
Yeah,
You can
exactly.
search on the first letter, but you have to remember to push this search button first if you go in and out of different publications.
Yeah.
So you every time you want to go for another one and you only want to use one letter search, as in the first letter, you have to press this search first to kind of reset the search, and then you can press any button. I pressed B now to get to the first one in B, just so that you know about that. Okay, and of course this is the icon for the getting back to searching for something.
Okay, so now I have a question. Okay, so that means because in the documentation it says that for this code it's a short name for the publication where we will where the export folder will be named after this code, right?
Okay, so this is the code.
Yeah, and
in this case.
as I see in this case, it seems that this code is used for, sorry. Sorry, I'm
That's
still
okay.
a bit sick.
No problem.
Yeah, so as I can see, this code is used for our commit ID, right?
Yes.
But how would it be
Where's my
exported?
camera? Sorry. Where's my camera? Can you actually see me? No, you just see the screen, yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
we can see the screen, but if you open your video, then we'll be able to see you actually.
Because this is on the icon, it's open, but it says on the screen there that it isn't. So that was kind of weird. Now you got my name.
Yeah, so we are
anyway.
yeah, so we are a bit
Okay, sorry, back to the question.
yeah.
So yeah, so the code is here, and if your setup is using this code, then this will be the name of the export folder that the export will go to.
Okay, because this is something new to us, and this is something that we don't want, because our setup would, so basically now we would get an export folder with the name, with the publisher name, publication name on it.
Okay.
Yeah, and we thought that
So,
this should not be changed. Otherwise, we need to change our this server, a storage server from our side.
so you want to have the name as the name of the publication as the name of the folder you have the export in.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, exactly. Not the code.
We have different ways of naming it. It's more like supposed to be convenient for the customer. So if you want to have that, and I'm sure we can change it to that will be the name of the export folder. It will either create or look for when it wants to dump the export in it.
Okay.
So I will make a note that you want to have the name as your export folder instead of the code.
Yeah.
Is that correct? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, so you asked about some languages, if I got you right. So what you do is to actually add languages on this interface here. So if you want to have multiple languages because you have, let's say, you have some names that you need to identify in some language and the content, the text in some other language, then you just add them here. So you can have multiple languages. So for example, now it's English and German, and it pops up here. Did you see that?
Yeah, so this functionality has not changed actually, because I was thinking if it is possible, because there's a customer dictionary, so I was thinking if it is possible to even narrow down the language a bit. For example, German, there's Swiss German, there's Austria German, there's German German, and
Yeah, let's. I mean, it's important here to actually be aware of whose languages you're referring to, so that it actually has the right connection. So, for example, for Abby, you will have if you choose the language there, you will have the Abby languages that are in effect or possible to use, right?
Yeah.
So if you use Abby, it should be Abby here, and you should then usually there should be different versions of specific language if that is a natural thing to have, you know, different type of Chinese, different type of English, but I guess English is pretty much the same, doesn't matter anyway. But yeah, so this list,
So I
you will have
German
to
actually just now. There are two versions, I think.
So here's some German, which is I guess standard German, German Luxembourg, German new spelling. I'm not sure exactly what it means, but yeah, maybe it means something useful for some language person.
Okay.
So that would be the setting for you to add here. So so if you have something yourself, then this is where you add it. But that then you have to create a dictionary file, which would be a separate task to do. So if you want to change it again, I don't want to add anything here that you don't want to, so I will just remove it again. So so then you just do it like that, and you get back to normal. Okay, so that was the language part. Next, if you had specific, there was something question about strategy here. Which strategy should be chosen for PDF? So you have some pre-configured here. I cannot say exactly if you should use PDF Auto. If you have, do you have a publication that actually uses a PDF extraction that we can look at? Because this was Abby, right? This was a OCR extraction. Do you have one in mind that you know is, or I can just try some, but
yeah, I can look it up.
Let's just see. Here is one. Here's one. It just happened to be one. Yeah, okay, so we were lucky. So this whatever Zeitung, it is using PDF manual extraction. And I assume because it is configured here as your default, I assume that's what you're supposed to do and use equivalently in your other setup.
So it means that the earlier manual PDF extract is called now PDF manual.
Yeah, I would say that is correctly understood, because I'm sure that when it was exported, and it was also when the settings were exported from your current system, it was matched to whatever is possible names here. So and since it comes up with here PDF manual, then I think that is the default PDF extraction setting you should have.
Okay, because earlier also manual layout, something like that. I think manual, I don't remember the names, but they are, because I suppose that the names now are different. So I would like to know which one matches to which one, so that if we need to change it, because there can also be the case that we need to add some new sources, and then, or we would like to change some sources to automatic clipping. So we would like to know which strategy we need to choose in this case.
I mean, sorry, I think we only have two different ones. So order is probably it just is like gets sent through without quality control. And then PDF extract is PDF, and or manual layout, which was the OCR strategy, is now called ABI, right? So I mean, there's no other option. I think there are only four to choose here.
Yeah, so I believe that what is here is what you have, what you should have, so to speak, and which is equivalent to what you need according to your setup. So if you look at some publication here and it says PDF manual, then that is most likely the correct strategy then already, and for the same with the OCR extracted publications. So, but I understand you ask about some manual layout. That is not listed here, but if you should, so if that is an issue that there should be something more here, then yeah, then we need to address that. But here it is only what what you see there.
Okay.
We in the old one we also had more custom fields. I think there were 4, no? We just sometimes we had to uncheck this allow PDF export for the PDF to look good for some reason. But I don't remember what the other custom fields were. Do you remember, Dan? But we
No,
also
actually, yeah.
we never used them. No, we always just used all the checkboxes.
Yeah.
So I never changed anything. So we probably don't need this anymore.
Yeah, I think we it's probably easiest to assume that as long as the export comes through as you expected, then the configuration here is how it should be. And then if some issues arises, then we can of course go back here and see should there be some more custom fields here or yeah. So I think it is maybe most efficient to just assume that what is here selected and available is what you are supposed to have in this system.
Do you know what this resize thing does? It says here no resizing, but do you know what it can be used for?
Let's see if there's something here. Template. I think that sometimes you have publications that are outside the kind of normal sizes, and and then you can in the indexing already kind of resize it. So that's my first impression of what this is.
Okay.
So of course, if you have some publications that are of an odd format, so to speak, size-wise, then we could then yeah, it can possibly be addressed here already at the indexing level, because this these type of settings are also available at the very start of indexing the publications. So.
Because we sometimes had the case that we had to make sure to, you know, for example, if we downloaded a PDF, that we would reprint it as A4, because otherwise the system would crash. So I was thinking if this could be helpful for those cases. But anyway, let's just decide. Thank you.
Yeah, but then I think if you do have such issues, it should be tested and see if what's the behavior here. So it's a good test case, and if there is some issues, then maybe this can solve it. So I think all those should be tried and tested, so that you don't meet it, you know, in the middle of your production. You finally you get one of these issues that are odd, and then you have a problem. It's better to kind of try and test it now, if you have any of those available somehow. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Excuse me, can I just say something a little bit?
Yeah.
Hey Dan, if you want to check to see what the manual layout, I think Kernel is currently using that, Kernel stat. So maybe Hans can check that out to see what it transfers to the new system for the strategy.
Is it a special publication or?
Yeah,
That
it,
is
it is a publication that in the old system using the manual layout that we have.
Okay, how is it spelled or what's the name?
It is KOEL.
Okay. Let's see what,
Yeah, it's the third
Any of
one
these?
from the K.
Any of these?
It's the third one from the K.
This Crest Pro.
Yeah.
No, one above.
Oh,
above.
sorry. One above. Okay. Okay, this one.
Yes.
Is it correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So at least this is set to manual PDF manual strategy. So which I assume will extract and then it will let you read it or work on it, as in you know, it doesn't it doesn't automatically do anything further than that. So so here you would you're questioning if it should be some manual layout option. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking, because it seems like this one and the one that we just checked earlier are having the same strategy, even though in the old system we're having different strategies.
Right, I see what you mean. I can check it out if what happened to manual layout, if that's really the question here. So and if that should be somehow also available here. Okay.
Yes, that would be great. Thank you.
Yeah, did you have any more questions about
Yeah, Hans. So yeah, I have a question regarding the double page settings, because earlier on I remember that we have a double page setting in the publication that we can choose if we would like to show only single page, or we would like to show only double page, or even for both single and double page. But now
Okay.
I see that there's export type auto page level, but it doesn't seem for me that we could choose to see the how do you say, the publication in the quality control if they need to be shown in double page.
I think that double page part is or functionality is actually in the indexer.
Yeah, but normally we don't touch the indexer.
No.
Normally.
So so I will check out that question, if how you should then make sure that one specific publication that you wish to have in double page, how you do that, or how you, because then I think perhaps there could be created a list of such publications and they could be pre-configured to be double page when indexed, since you say that you don't
We sorry to interrupt you, but we do need to change that from time to time because of like some customer requirements. So it would be good if we could manually do this easily. But is it maybe not in this export type field where it says auto page level? Is there some option maybe? I was just wondering.
This part here is only for if I understood you, this setting here is only for how to work, how to put the work in the, or how the work is consumed in the quality control when you are completing a piece of work.
Okay.
So it does not control anything about double pages or single pages, or what is actually the configuration at the index level, because this is controlled. If you want to have a double page, you need to do it. You need to have it configured when you actually index the publication. I'm not sure if you because I assume that what you are looking for is to be able to view double pages while you work on them. Is that not the case? That's the purpose, right?
Yeah.
No, sorry, it's not just the viewing, it's also the exporting. If an article, for example, spans over a double page in a publication, sometimes there's a big image in the middle and it gets cut off basically by the, page change. If we export this, we would like to have this as one image and basically as, on one A4 page, the whole double page article clipping, so to speak. And that's currently possible. And we can manually choose whether or not we want to have that feature.
Yeah. I think that I need to check out that because I'm not sure if that functionality is available in the same fashion as you explain it or refer to it. So, this type of manual kind of flip from double to single page according to your needs when things have been actually indexed into the system. So that one I need to come back to you with how that can be done, or if it can be done. Okay.
Okay.
Did you have some more question about this content publication?
No, because I have all my document questions answered.
Did we answer the one? So what is the so publication ID is basically the old scissor ID, and what is the
No, publication code is the comment ID. The publication ID is the CISA ID.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, so the question was about that one, was that you want to have the name as the export folder name and not the code as your...
Yeah.
So that I have noted. And we have different solutions for different customers. So, I mean, as in what they prefer. So if you prefer that, then that's, I'm sure, fine to set up.
Okay. So maybe we could move on to content control because we have also many questions there.
Yeah, okay. Let's see if we can find which one, content status.
Yeah, we could also move first to content status.
Oh, sorry. Which one did you refer to?
Yeah, we could first, if you have the content status open, we could, we have two questions regarding that one.
So let's see. Okay. Let's try and get it centered here. So I guess it's a lot in here, so I don't know how. Okay, so yeah, fire. What do you want to know?
So first, is there a way to see who is currently working on a page, even before it is approved in the new status tool? So basically, if you open it in a page list, we can see if the page has some problem, or maybe you can choose one day or something like that. I don't know, so that we don't have.
Okay, so. Maybe I shouldn't have done that.
So we don't, because our problem is that sometimes we need to see, yeah, exactly. So we have here status, issue date, section, and so on and so forth, and file name, but we cannot see who is on the page, right?
Who has locked it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that has to be, at least you need to use or introduce this locking that whoever is working on something needs to lock it, as in the issue. So
let's say we would let's imagine that Ruby would lock this one issue since she has begun to work on it. Where will we see her name?
That I'm not sure where you will see her name, because you will just see that she has locked the issue. In quality control, I mean.
But even there, we are not able to see who is locked, and then we will only see that the issue has been locked, right?
Yeah, so basically what you want to know is where to see, where, if at all, the name of the user who has locked an issue. That's what you want to know.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't give you the answer here because I don't exactly know where that is found, if it is found anywhere, because you know, these are kind of listings for, yeah, the kind of overall status. So this connection to the actual worker, it's yeah, different question really. So, but I will try and check it out and give you a feedback on it. Okay.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I will note it down that
That was many.
another question is regarding the production report, because currently we are not really using this report much, but it would be great to see.
Okay. Well, I guess it's not much to report it because it's not much done.
Yeah, so basically what we would like to see is that, for example, who has approved how many articles from which newspaper. So if we could get the information from here, it will be very helpful for us to generate reports for our operators.
I'm not sure if it's that detailed or that connection, if that is available here, because it's more like a overall processing state. It's kind of let's say how much has been flowing through the system. So it's not really focused on that monitoring of who did what. So,
Okay.
but so I think at least I know from earlier that some other customers, they have got that information from queries directly to the database to actually make that matching that you want, which is your favorite way of seeing it. So perhaps that is more useful and efficient to establish what you want to see in the report, and then try and actually extract that data on query based extraction, and then at least you get what you want specifically, and instead of us having to try and change this let's say interface into your preferred way of doing it or looking at it. So I think that is probably more profitable to if you can come up with what the report should list for you according to whatever requirements you have, then it's probably more useful to then make a report A, B, C, whatever you know how many you need.
Yeah.
Directly querying.
Yes.
So if this yeah, at least if you want to have that connection to the work, to who did what.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So yeah.
One more question here, like if we, for example, now we see the whole list of publications that you know, have been indexed today. So is there any easy, can you copy paste that out of there or something, or easily? Because we typically use, you know, we have Metabase, we have a different tool for that, but it has been down like twice, and then there was no easy way to actually, you know, get all these publications, this list kind of like copy to a sheet.
I'm not sure if you can copy it directly out from here, but I think if you look at it at the page level, you can select and copy. I don't know how that fits into your question, but so that you can, oh, where did I go? Oh, no. Just disappeared. So if I use the shift button here, I can, let's see if we can get some selection. So like this,
Mhm.
export, send to export, down that, send to, yeah, okay, I think it was more like that you copy and paste from here as in selected.
Yeah.
If that's, let's see if we have some, oh, sorry, I'm just gonna try and do it to, is there some notebook here? Oh, okay. So let's say past. Oh, that was not that. That was not that. That was something else. Let's try again. Okay. No, okay, so it's yeah, okay, so that's the button is not, of course, you can't do it like that. So no. I'm not sure. I thought it was possible to copy like that, but maybe it's not. Maybe it depends on the setting here. Maybe for what I do with on my keyboard. But we can, we can check out if that's what you're asking for. You know, is this a that you like to copy out from on the page level? At least this is where you can do selection, in the sense that you can copy out what you, or that you can select what you want to copy.
Yeah, ideally it would be on the publication level, but this would also work kind of like as a you know, second, not so ideal option, but yeah, was just curious.
So I can try and figure out how, because I am sure it should be possible to copy there, but I'm not sure why that didn't work actually, and what was in my copy. Yeah, if it has something to do with this remote access and somehow, or whatever the reason why I didn't get the copy which I copied. You know. Anyway, I can check it. So yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Any other things about this one?
Not really.
I mean, there is this different types of status that you know, if you want to look at not everything, but you want to look at whatever is in the right status group. So it has some flexibility here on when you have a lot that is actually a lot that you don't want to look at. So, and of course also the time wise here as to select only. So because if you have a lot in your system, then clearly you don't want to try and list everything. You only want to list what is relevant for whatever you are trying to find out. So then you should be prepared to use these filtering qualifiers, either date-wise or on status. So there are a few, instead of just listing everything, because you know that's what you do if you don't use any filtering.
Yeah, normally we will go to OCR to see if there's any program crashing, because if there's, for example, 1,000 pages waiting for article analyzer, then we know that article analyzer has been crashed. But since we have the content, this process monitor now, I think that we could use that one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I was also thinking of another use case, for example, you know, what we use like an Excel sheet where people basically mark when they start working on an issue, and then they mark when they're finished, but sometimes people, you know, mark it wrong. And so I was thinking if it would be possible to, you know, to just see the publications that currently nobody is working on or has worked on, meaning they should be in status ready for quality control. if we can only filter for those and then kind of like just copy them out easily to just basically match our records on the Excel sheet.
Yeah, so that would be something equivalent to ready, I think. On the that depends on here it is, as you see, issue level. So I don't know if you wanted which one you were referring to, but anyway, you know, these are the equivalent ready for processing, I think. So there is one.
Actually, it's good that we have this one now with this bad OCR confidence. What should we do now?
I think it's not so much to do as such. You can't really change the confidence in that sense. I mean, it is what it is. It's a result of that OCR process, but what it gives you is an indication that okay, what you find on this page when you're going to quality control it, you might find less of what you expect, or you know, that things are missing or that they are not understood correctly. So it's just so of course if you have this as a repeated issue, then you have to ask about the quality of the input, that it's not of a high enough resolution or something like that. I mean, if you have it for everything. But there are, you know, some pages that are not contain a lot of different odd advertisement. Typically, that's where the confidence is lower, because it doesn't. It contains not so much normal text, so that you know, the level of confidence on the page level, if you understand, is kind of it will be lower than expected.
Yeah.
So there is no magic button saying, okay, if this happened, then you should somehow send it back and press the button and then it will go 100% confidence. It's not happening. It's just that the page doesn't contain much useful information from the OCR processing point of view. And the reason might be that it is some odd images or whatever, or that it doesn't contain so much understandable text as in the normal case.
Okay, can we maybe check it together in the quality control program on this
Yeah, we can
application
see.
for this page?
See if we can. Okay. So just have to see it. Build that one. And the date was the sorry, it's just a slight delay. Okay, so that was page
Page 4, but it's
4.
showing here.
Okay.
I remember that we have said, okay, we have rotated, right? Was
Oh,
that
right. Yeah, that was that one. Yeah. Okay. So, okay. Yeah, it's not sure what happened to that one. Yeah, isn't that the one we tried to send back? You know, we sent it back.
Yeah.
So we
So-
rotated it and sent it back, and that's why it probably now has low OCR. But is there any way to make it visible also in quality control now?
That's a good question. Where is the page as such?
Maybe if we change from the queue view to the non-queue view.
This one? No, it was that one. Sorry, number third. There you go. So, okay. What was it here? Hmm. Hmm. It's looks like just one big zone. So, anything? Oh, others, yeah.
I mean, this is just for Dan and also Ruby and Joanne. Maybe I'm wondering if the queue view is a good option, because it looks like if we don't use the queue view, we can also see pages that have some problems. And I think I've seen in the chat that a lot of operators sometimes ask, okay, this page doesn't appear. So maybe that's something we can use to solve that, or look into it, what the matter is with the page if it doesn't show.
Yeah, the problem is that if they don't do it in the queue view, so they can approve the page actually twice,
Oh
right?
yeah, that's true. Yeah, okay. Good point.
So I think it's better that the operators are using the queue view, but for team leads and Ruby, it's important that you can see, hey, how you can change from the queue view to the not queue view, so that you can find the pages that has some problem. Maybe you can help them click them or click those pages, or you know how to solve this problem.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea to have it like that, because you can refresh it.
But still, it's not ideal if if this page has low OCR confidence, then it's not shown in the, let's say, in the list, so that the normal operators won't see this page.
There could be that there is a threshold here that can be set according to whatever you prefer it to be. So as in confidence level, so that you could set maybe it's 80% now. So if it is lower, then it doesn't show in the same way. So I guess it can be, we can try and figure out if there is if that threshold is actually applied, or if that can be configured.
Yeah, that would be great, because even if even if it's just a a page that we won't need, because it's just ads or like something weird, it would still be good if the operator can see it, so they know, okay, we actually don't need this, or if there's like a technical issue and we need to fix it.
Okay.
So if you can maybe also just check and if we can lower that threshold if it is applied, that would be great.
I think it's probably something like 80 now, because yeah. Okay.
Okay, another question that we have is that can we manually type in a source name to open it in quality control? Because
Okay, let's go back.
actually it was possible to search for a source in media read, so we don't know why this function is not possible in quality control.
Sorry, I didn't get that. I didn't understand what you were saying. Can you repeat it just a bit slower?
Yeah. So can we manually type in the source name to open it in quality control? So basically, if we
You mean finding a publication at the top here? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, possible in media read to type in the first letters to find the publication.
Okay.
Now we don't have media read anymore, and that's fine because we rarely use it. But the question is, yeah, is it possible to, for example, you type in B, there's
okay, like that.
okay, it seems to be possible now.
Yeah.
This is a good thing. So yeah, I think
Nice
that
surprise. That's good.
surprise. So
Yeah.
Ruby and also the other team leads, Joanna, you can be really happy about it, right?
So,
Yeah, so this is a good news.
mhm. Okay.
And
So-
so another question regards the editing, the header and the metadata. So yesterday you showed us a bit how we may change this. And yeah, it would be great if we could see how it is exported. Because earlier on, the problem was that it seems for us that the change has been saved, but when we export it, it still get the wrong name, the wrong heading. And then we need to correct it again on our end. So that was
Yeah. I'm pretty sure 99% sure that when you do that modification as we looked at yesterday, for example, with some title that is not correct or that you want to change to something better, then and when you change it here and you save it and because it is metadata, you have to do this update to bring it into the rest of the article structure. And when you see that modification, as we saw yesterday, in the name, in the title, then and you save that update, then you will have that with you in the export. There's no doubt in my mind that is the case.
Yeah, could we test it again and you show us? Because yesterday we tried to type in this metadata field, and then we also tried to type it in this text field. Maybe you can show us again.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see if we can find some.
Yeah, this article seems
this
good.
one. So I put tag at the end, and then we save it. This locking, but anyway, that's why that came up. I didn't lock. I'll just find the article. This one, it's article number 8, right?
Yes.
Okay, so then the next step is because it is metadata, you can extract the metadata again here.
Yes.
And then if you save it, then you have done that, but then you have to bring that update into save it, right? So I
Yes.
think this is what you did yesterday, that if I save it now, bad.
So maybe you can also log to the issue first.
Yeah.
That's also fine.
So what happened now?
Yeah, the 8 article.
This one, wasn't it? Was that the one we were working on?
No, so it didn't change, you see?
Okay, so I save it here. So, and then I'll do as you say. I'll lock this. Okay, so now let's see. Okay. There was so many here. That's why it's a issue. So
I think it won't save if you don't select the article on the left. I think that was what's
so
happening.
this one. Yeah, okay, yeah, I see what you mean. Okay, not that one. That's not good. I was just trying to get that zone again. This one. Okay, so let's try. Now it's selected. Now add something here. Then we save it. Then we try and update it. Then there should be some change here. That was strange. Isn't that what we did yesterday?
Yeah, so that's the reason why I say, hey, I don't know which step has led to the fact that we changed it. I think that maybe it's the case that we changed it in the title field in the metadata. I don't know.
Oh, you mean here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
No. Let's just see what we can get out of this. Oh, there it brought it back
Yeah.
because yeah. So because this is just a copy of this, I thought in my mind.
Okay.
But anyway, that was weird. Thought we. Hmm. Let's see. There, it came there. And now I have to save it again to keep it. Did you see that? Now that this is the article 10. I just added a word there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can you do it to Article 8 again so that we see that it's really working?
You can do it on Article 8, all the other articles, only on, but not Article 8 anywhere. No, I don't know. Okay, let's see. So I save it. I'm just trying to repeat exactly what we did, you know, so that we know what we're supposed to do. Then we update it. Which one? Yeah, there it is. And then you, if you don't save it and you go somewhere else, you have to save it anyway, because it will say you need to save it, I think. So if I go here now, you see the word is there in the title, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I go here, I'm not sure, I think it should say, oh, okay, maybe it's, okay, so, okay, maybe that last step is not needed then. I just thought I needed to save that update, but apparently not.
So shall we try with another article? Or team leads, please pay special attention here because this is very, very important. Shall we try with another article? I don't know, Article 2, maybe, so that we add not only
Okay, let's see
we
where.
don't
Okay, so this is that one
really
here.
strange one.
Okay.
So let's see. Maybe we delete all the title and type in something. I don't know.
Okay. Now you're asking a lot, but okay.
So let's type in some yes tag. Yeah.
I don't know if I spelled it right, but anyway, you know what I mean.
Yeah. So we will try add something there and then press this adjust or
Okay,
things.
so there you got it up there.
Yeah. And is it possible that you also change the some author name there? Let's say
Author name. Okay, do we have an author name somewhere? Let's see.
Dan, just a note here. I think we have asked Geert Guy to change that because I think it's a configuration where you can choose whether the XML is populated from the metadata field here in quality control, or if it takes it from the zone. And I think we asked him for the author name to take it directly from the zone, so whatever we type in here won't have any effect, I think.
Right.
But
Okay.
I think we can reconfigure this. We need to.
Okay. So yeah, I guess maybe it was not so easy to find some author on the first page, but let's see if this. Well, there are not so many authors there. JF or something like that. Maybe that's the author. Yeah, I don't know. Here, maybe this one is the author. Yeah, this one is found, right? As an
yeah,
author.
this is the author.
Okay, so.
So we would like to delete the phone at the very beginning.
Is it this one?
Yeah.
Yeah. So here, yeah. So here you have journalist.
Okay.
I mean, in the field up here, and
Yeah.
it's yeah. So what did you want to do, or did you want to do anything here, or you meant changing here, which your colleague says you know it's they're not doing it. Then they're not. The actual output is coming from this zone, not from this field.
Okay.
It's just a copy of what's down here.
So maybe when we would need to change the author, we need to first select the zone,
Yeah.
and then
What's happened now? Where is that zone?
It's marked yellow. So yeah, that one.
There you go.
Yeah. So maybe you can delete the names and only the last name, keep only the last name or things like that.
Okay. Let's say that those are not. Right. So that's
And then
one.
we need to press this
So you
red,
have to
yellow.
save it. You have to save it,
We have first save it. Okay.
and then you update it.
Okay, then we have the journalist there. Okay.
Because as far as I remember, this is those fields are just copy of whatever is the appropriate text zone.
Okay.
It doesn't go the other way. So if you change up here, it doesn't update this one, right? Because this
Okay.
is the original, or the, let's say the, yeah. That's my interpretation of what we do.
Could we maybe also export this page? Maybe we can delete all the other articles and only export this article to see if the save has been, if the edit has been saved also to the export.
Sorry, before we do, I also have a question that I would also like to test. So can you also edit any text field? So for example, on the left here, I see that there are some symbols, like some black lines that aren't really letters.
Which direction should it, which article, or is it outside an article?
No, it doesn't matter if you just deselected it, but if you select an article again,
Okay.
I see on the left, you see the OCR text and you see that there are some black lines that are no letters, like this.
Oh, like here, yeah.
So if I delete this, can I also save it and make sure that, or like correct it? If we save it the same way we just did with the title and the journalist, will this then also be saved and exported as such, or will it still just export this random symbol?
No, it's if you change this zone, as you say or ask, let's see if we can do some real editing here. Something like this, because that's what you say, and then I save it.
Yeah.
And then let's just kind of control check here. So I go there and then I go here again. So now that the character or whatever it was is gone, and if you export this article, it will still be gone, if that was your question.
Yeah, okay. That was the question, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, of course it's very time consuming to do this kind of low level editing, but yeah, it's what it is. Sometimes you need to do it. Okay, so you wanted to, shall we just delete the others? Is that what you suggest?
Yeah, I think that's because we would like to check this one.
Yeah,
How is the
delete
author
article.
and yeah.
Okay, let's try and see if we can get this the way you want it. Okay, so let's try. So first I need to delete what I have. Oh, that was all articles. Oh no, was it? That was not my intention. No. Which one? Delete and articles. Oh, goodness. Okay.
So normally what I will do is to choose all zones and then delete all the other, let's say delete these zones. But you are expert, so you choose what you
Not an expert, but I try to help you understand it. So you mean you use this delete zone and then you go and delete zones?
Yeah, so I go to all
kind of
zones.
wipe out whatever is there. Yeah. Is that what you mean? Like this?
Yeah, normally I would
Yeah.
do it like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. Okay, let's try and not delete something of that other thing then. So, okay, next, okay, and then last. Okay, I don't know, this seems to be a second part, so maybe that part will not, shall I delete it also? Or we can add it maybe?
I
don't
think
know.
it belongs to the article, actually.
Then I think because it is the written, it's like a separate article in the article kind of box. So here,
So we would consider it as info or introduction or some background information, things like that.
yeah. So, but then if you want to have this part as this article, when you have this type of things inside things, then you need to be aware that you get this in the right logical order. So what is best to do is to actually several approaches, but let's see now. You see the numbering here because they're different. Okay, as of now, so we'll add it, which is what you would like to do then to make it part of the main article. And then you have the, let's see what you can see here.
Yeah, so
I just need to refocus. I wanted to see how the zoning actually came out. Why is it not complete? Okay. Because here it is here's some issue here, but anyway, my point was to illustrate for you. Okay, now this is as you know, it will be added to this as the heading.
Yeah.
But that can be changed, right, by setting it to something else. But anyway, what the logical problem, challenge I wanted to show you is that if you do it like this, just add it in, because it has a different layout, it cannot be understood as a continuation in the same way. So you will get an issue with the logic here. So you go 11, 12, 13, which is clearly not correct, right? It's not correct when it is displayed somehow later. So you need to, so one way of doing it could be to actually say, okay, and then you don't have to add it the first time because you see it from experience that this won't work. So you make another one, and then go away, and then you can make this to some maybe just a section. Okay, so what is section header? Don't you have like a paragraph header here? What is
not
it?
really.
No. Okay.
So we
Okay.
will
So
footnote or extra text. I mean, or intro. I mean, intro would be the correct way, or at least how we are handling it now. So it's
okay. Let's just call it. Let's call it just extra text, just to have it some separate way.
Yeah.
So my point was just to show that if you if you have it like this, then then the number and the sequencing here will be hopefully correct according to whatever is the logic here, and then you can add it, you know, as you can continue from the big part of the article to the small part of the article. So you make a continuation here internally in this because of this logical layout. It's not possible to process it at just one whole article.
So let's say that we don't want to do it this way, but we would like to have it in a whole article. You mentioned that it's possible to manually change the ordering of the zone now, right?
Yeah, but yeah, so maybe but did you understand what I was trying to explain? I mean, if you continue it will be still part of the article, and that is why you do the continuation. So there will be no two parts here. It will be this one continuated by this one. It's just to clarify the logical sequence here.
Yeah, but
so it is like one article, right? It's just that you need to divide it into two parts and actually tell which parts belong to what.
Yeah, the problem is that if we divide it into two parts, into two articles, actually in this case, to the export, if we export it to the PDF, then we will have 2 pages on the PDF. One page is this.
No. That's what I'm trying to clarify to you, that it will be one article and it will be exported as one article. That's why you use continuation. But what you as an operator, quality control operator, you need to ensure that the logical sequence in the article is correct for the reader. And this is one way of handling this type of layout in a layout. So that's why I try to explain it. So
Sorry, I think the confusion comes because you selected a new article first. So it's actually those two are not in the same article now, I think, because you're looking at all zones at the left. But we understand the logic that says, I mean, we use like intro and extra text all the time because to do exactly that, to
Yeah.
kind of like, you know, so you would still have to add this, what you just marked as extra text to the same article for it to be extracted as one.
Yeah, so you would have to go to this main part and you would have to go to continuation and then you would continue that big part to the little part, whichever it was of these. Maybe it was the last one, I guess.
Ah, I see. Okay, no, that's actually different than from what we do. So you can also mark continuations on the same page. That's what you mean?
Yeah, yeah. Because I mean, the quality control is really about getting everything or many things, but one thing is that for sure is to get the logical sequence of the content correct.
But I'm just thinking, I mean, but then you don't need to mark it as extra text because you can just add this extra text now to the article as, you know, to the same article on the left. Why would you make a new article and make them a continuation?
No, the question is how the zone type is understood in your XML production. So the reason why I put it to extra text here was just to kind of highlight it was different from this one. So if you put this into back to normal text, which maybe would be what you would think it is anyway, so it doesn't have to be different. It's just as long as you have it as two separate articles, you can continuate them and then make them logically one follow the other, which is really the important part here to get to avoid this problem when the layout is actually getting mixed.
But is it possible, let's say, if you choose Article 5,
Yeah.
and then combine these two, if you choose all zones, I'm sorry, if you choose all zones and then add this drei zone, this small part to the big part as one article, so you add zones.
That's the whole point I'm trying to explain. You can't do that because the logical in the sequences of the paragraphs will be wrong.
But if you would add them and then choose them to be extra text, would the logic still be wrong?
No, if it is the case that extra text is actually sequenced separately, which I don't know because I don't know what you're actually doing, but if it is sequenced separately from before, then you could put this into extra text and then you can make the whole then you can add it to the article as normal.
Yeah.
But if this is not extra text, let's say it is normal text, then the sequencing will be wrong if you just add it into the main part of the article.
So what we would do is to ask our operators to always mark it as extra text, actually.
Okay, and if you know from before that extra text comes in its own sequence, then everything is fine.
Excuse me, can I ask a little bit about this one with the ordering? Do we
Yeah.
still have the manual renumbering zone? Because that's what we're currently doing to mark this fields to be the specific like ordering like we want. So for example, if we
it's-
want to mark the current Somalia as 12, the zone number 12, for example, we would use the manual renumbering button to ordering everything manually to make it like number 12. Yeah. So
I understand what you
is
mean,
it
yeah.
still available in the new program?
We have this auto renumbering, which is based upon how you add and remove things from the article. So renumbering as in, let's see if I don't think there is any.
Normally, we would use the one that is next to the merge button. It's the one with a little.
This one.
Yeah, it's that one. So it would be
So-
available if we are in the in the specific article. So if you click on Article 5, it will be available, and that's what we've been using to manually renumbering them.
Okay, so let's see if we can get this the way you want it. Okay, so let's say you want to do like this, and then you want to, because the sequencing will be out of the normal way, you will like to do now you've made it into one, and then you go here to renumbering. So
Yeah, if you click on it now, it will make this the one though. So you would have to, you know, go through this. You can keep it pressed and just move it from the top over the paragraphs to then.
okay, so yeah, okay, then you know then you know what this can do for you. So then, of course, I think our experience from other customers is that you know, it's way too time consuming to kind of reordering things. But if you are happy with doing that, then of course that can be done, and it seems like that functionality is also here as you expected. So that is the button for it. Yeah. Alternatively, you could do it as I tried to explain, but and in the end, you know, there are two ways to two other ways versus this renumbering that you suggest. That there are two other ways to do it. The one way is to, as I showed first, to actually add it as a separate article, but continuate it from the first, and then it was that the other way of doing it, which is if you can actually categorize it as extra text, which is sequenced separately anyway, then it doesn't matter. Then it can be part of the whole article. So yeah, it's two different ways of doing it, I guess. Then. Okay.
Yeah. Should we, Dan, do we have more questions on the list?
So yeah, actually, that's it for quality control.
Did you have okay? We looked at that content publication, and then some issue about and then content status, and then you have a long list here.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
what?
So maybe you can just answer the questions. For content dictionary, we don't know if it is possible to import new dictionaries into the system. For example, if we have this Swiss German and or Swiss French.
You can have a separate external dictionary that you can use. I guess you would have to, as you saw in that publication, you connect it to the publication in question. But of course, the dictionary can be used repeatedly to any number of publications that are relevant. But you need to create that one first external dictionary file of a certain format, which can be explained. Can't do it on the fly here, but you know, if you want to create, if you have a set of words and you want to have that as a separate dictionary, then it can be done, and it can be linked up in the publication, which you saw there earlier. And then it will be used together with the dictionary from Abby.
Okay. And
it is possible to somehow say that it is a high priority word or low or medium or low, or some, there is some priority available in that dictionary file format, external dictionary file format. So to try and make sure that that word is actually used instead of some other word.
Okay.
How efficient it is, I can't really say from, I can't really give you some more details, but that is the way you would do it if you wanted to have separate external dictionary.
Okay. So another question actually relates to publication and also the quality control. Because currently we actually have many PDFs. So basically this you see that these are not really JPEG, but PDF based e-papers. I mean PDF based in the sense that they are pixel-based, or I don't know. Anyway, still for this PDF e-papers, we are still using the ABI, how do I say, this ABI manual, so that it will be read through the OCR and so on, and to get the text out of it. Because earlier on, as we were using the PDF manual, the quality was bad. So I don't know if this has been changed in the new system, so that we can maybe use more PDF manual, so that we would also have more this double page and yeah.
Well, it really depends on what's inside that PDF. If it's really images of the issue, then you need to use the OCR anyway. You can't use extraction. So if you can sell, I guess a simple rule is that if you can do just like if you can do just like normal copy and paste or select and copy and paste from the PDF text-wise, then you should be able to run PDF extraction, because that's how it works, right? So if you have some specific publications that you would like to try to use PDF extraction instead of OCR, then you need to at least check that issue you are trying with. If you can select and copy that text really out into just normal editor and see that you get what you expect. That is, I think, a quick check if it is if it will give a meaningful result for that PDF extraction.
Okay, because earlier on the problem was that even though the PDF can be is a real PDF, let's say, is we can select text from the PDF, still the quality was bad at the end. The extracted text from the e-paper is still very bad.
Okay.
So we don't know why, and we don't know if there's any improvement in the new system.
That's hard to question or to answer if it's any improvement. I mean, it is what it is, and it's similar to or this PDF extraction is a separate module, so it's the thing that can make a difference is, of course, if the quality of the PDF is not sufficiently, that the solution DPI is not high enough, then the font is not understood properly when it is being extracted. So I think if you do get, it's usually two parts. If you get, let's say, bad quality in the words of the content when you do PDF extraction, then it's either because the quality of the PDF is too low, or it is a language that is not, let's say, that the language is some specific language that has that uses some extended ASCII character set that is not understood directly. So you get odd characters or unknown characters being replaced in the content. So that's why the quality looks bad. So those are the two, from my experience, that can affect that PDF extraction.
Okay.
So when you say bad quality, okay, so what do you really mean? You mean that words are missing, or that words are not correctly spelled, or you know, what do you really mean? Because if you really mean that words are incorrectly spelled or missing, then that is probably because of the quality of the PDF. But if you mean that inside words there are things that are that you cannot understand as characters, then that is probably language related. That the language of the issue or the publication is some are requiring more than the standard character set. So it's kind of gets a bit complicated, but yeah, that's my quick answer to you.
Okay. Another question that I have is that currently you showed us quality control. I think that team leads have also seen it, that we can also check the articles that have been approved or things like that, so that they can, if there's anything so wrong, they can reclip the article also in quality control, right?
Yeah, so we discussed about using this queue feature. So if you want to get back to things that have been kind of completed, then you need to change that setting. Because when you have approved and you have saved and approved a page, then it disappears from that queue.
Yes.
So if you want to go back and find it anyway, then you have to change that option, view option here, as we did with that one which had low confidence.
Yeah, okay. So that we can already correct the article here. So the question is that we don't actually that I think that we have discussed it with Dominic. Oh no, with Ova, right, Dominic? That we don't want it to be exported with the same ID.
I think we have both options. So if we create a new article on the same page, it will be a new ID, and if we change stuff and just re-export it, it will be the same ID.
Yeah, I think that's a good understanding of it.
That's how I understood from Over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that what you meant, Dan?
Yeah, okay. So that actually we don't need the content clip, right? Because there's another program called Content Clip where you can also somehow change the how do you say, the articles.
Yeah, content clip. I wasn't aware that you in any way would use it, but I thought that what you wanted to do, you did here in quality control, and then you exported it as you completed it. So I don't really see what you need to use content clip for, but yeah, I don't know. That is more for mounting articles separately and deliver it as a like a clip to a certain format or certain layout style or whatever. So you could mount it on a background and so forth and so. So, but anyway, I mean, if you are going to use it, then yeah.
No, I mean that if we can correct articles in quality control, then there's no need to introduce another program. This is what,
I think the idea was that you should be able to do what you need in here in quality
Yeah.
control.
Yeah.
And also on the level of deleting and creating new articles if you so wish to do, so that everything is actually contained within quality control.
Yeah.
So it was really also the question about the pages that you are not interested in. So maybe you should consider kind of deleting them, like content wise, and then that will also and improve them, approve them, so that they actually did disappear from your list of work.
Yeah.
So maybe that was also worth doing.
Yeah. So would you please also introduce us a bit the content process monitor? So I think that this could be also important for the team leads to monitor the system. For example, if Condoleezza is working in the evening, so she needs to know if there is any crash in the system, how she can solve it.
You want to do this now, or you want to have a separate session for it?
I don't know how long it will take, because I suppose that
I think this is quality control, and this is like the kind of processing flows and steps, and maybe we should have one separate one just about that. Not because it is so long, but more appropriate to have that. It's a completely different topic, so maybe we can have another round if you like to look at that.